this retreat is like a shedding and an enlivening, but there's no real process in it. Like there's not a going through the stage of shedding and then feeling alive. It's all happening together, really.
If you belong to knowing, then there is no process. It's immediate.
Yeah.
Immediate recognition.
Yeah. And I also recognise that that's what I discovered about the form many years ago when I first came across it. It was that recognition that now I'm recognising again, but in a new place. Yeah. And one thing I wanted to ask was...
Could you up volume just a little, please?
Sure. One thing I wanted to ask was about the intensity of the power, for want of a better word, the energy that I experience in the form. It's like it almost knocks me off my feet. It's uncontainable. And I wanted to ask about that.
Okay. The power one can have only equals the depth one belongs to. If you belong to a greater depth, you can then have the greater power. Because if you have the greater power with no depth, it will tangle you up in more egoity, or it will simply blow you away for a while, a year, 2, 3, maybe more. Yeah? So the power one can have only equals the depth you can reach or belong to. And the whole movement of life brings the possibility of that depth and that power along in the most simple things. Where you belong to the deepest place, there is power there for that deepest place to actuate the one and only real good life, regardless of what seems to be taking place.
So how does that relate to the power that I'm experiencing in the form?
That's what I was going to say. Okay. This will start to bring a lot of conversation, but only if you're willing to go there. It relates that the masculine power and the feminine power only ever get together and respond together in your own experience when you're true. When you're true, Shakti is enormous. When you're not true, she shrinks. When you're true, the power of knowing is vast and deep. When you're not true, it's little and puny. Is exactly how the universe works. Shakti, or the feminine pure energy or power, will only reveal herself for one who is being true to truth. For that is her lover, the one she's really united with, already one with. So she'll unfold everything. So in the form then, when you're practicing the form, and not just because, but I'll explain that as we go along. Because the form flowed out of a being that realized the Absolute, and a being that realized the Absolute appearing as the masculine and feminine, appearing as man and woman, and took all that on, then when you dance the form, you have entrance to that realization. That's what's happening. You have that's why the form is so powerful. You have entrance to the realization that man and woman has all the potential in the cosmos to realize true power and deep living truth as their divine nature. And so that gets activated when you dance a form in that moment purely. It's enormous power and greater depths. Everyone seen this? Yeah. That's what's happening, because you're in the power of embodied realization. Doesn't matter who it is, because their body is actually your body, And your body's actually their body. So it's a transmission. It's a gift of the transmission. That's what's happening. So then you could move in the same manner, both internally and externally, in any situation, and you will know the same power and the same depth, and your vocal cords will change to the tune of your deep heart. And your mind will split wide open and reveal all that she is in the nature of truth and love.